Patty Spittler is here, brought to you by A Great Day TV, and joining her is Barney Wood, talking about discovering a blacksmith, making a living in Indianapolis in 2023.
It's amazing. I thought they were out west.
It's blowing your mind.
This guy's amazing, and
yeah,
you've got the story.
Yeah. We went down to Acton, Indiana, which is like on the southeast side of Indianapolis, and it's kind of like one of those old towns like Nora or Castleton that's been incorporated. And he bought this old gas station, and it may be one of the oldest gas stations that are in the state or whatever, and turned it into a blacksmith shop.
Yeah, not a smithy. He takes issue with that.
That's right.
What's the story there?
Well, he's got the word blacksmith, black smith, and the word smith kind of refers to the shop, and the smithy is the guy that is the smithy that works in the blacksmith shop.
Okay.
And so he forges, like what you see there. Forging the metal is when you hammer out the knives when they're hot, and instead of machining it and cutting it, and then he's sharpening that.
And his name is?
His name is James Walls, and he's got this really interesting story about how he came to do this. He worked, he had a really important corporate job, and he did this for like 20 years, and he just hated it and just decided to change his life and just kind of hit rock bottom and was like, what am I going to do? And realized he wanted to do something a little more simple, and so he started this.
Was this a hobby of his before it was his lifestyle?
No,
so he
met
picked
this
it up.
guy at a knife show at the state fairgrounds. And so this guy was like, well, I'll kind of teach you this. And so we kind of taught him some techniques, and he just got really into it. And he's a really driven person. And, you could take these classes like you see. He's got Indy Forge, which is this facility that's behind Indy Hammered Knives. And he's got anvils in there, hammers, and, kilns where you can, fire your own metal and forge your own knife.
Oh, wow.
And most of the time you do his designs, but he will let you design, and you can take a class and do your own thing. So it's kind of catching on, and people are really into this.
Well, and not a lost art then.
It is not a lost art, and it's really neat when you go there into this old building. It's cool looking, but it's kind of vintage, and you go in there, and there's kind of some folks hanging out, drinking coffee, like you're just hanging out with the old blacksmith, but he's like kind of a hip modern guy, So, and you can make these knives they're purposeful art, so they're usable. So everything he does is usable. It's not just something
not just for
decoration and stuff. So it's kitchen knives, hunting knives, fish scaling knives. Really interesting.
That
and he's
is
an
a cool
interesting
story.
character.
Yeah, I think you have to be to have taken this path and created it for yourself.
And he is so into it. And I mean, even the anvils. And the anvils, like, yes, there really is an Acme anvil, like you see on the cartoons with Wile E. Coyote and Roadrunner.
Really?
So, yeah, and those are kind of what makes his art, is how he forges the knives.
Awesome. Barney, this is great.
Yeah, I can keep going. Sorry.
No, it's excellent. And you can see stories like Barney's and many others that are so great on Great Day TV every Saturday morning at 10 here on Wish TV. You can also go to greatdaytv.com.
And streaming as well, yes.
Yep.
As well. Wonderful. You see more of Barney's story, and I just love it. Also, Steve Schweitzer, our other videographer reporter, has a family, friends, and fiddles. And he explains how that all goes together with a family that he knows. So there you go.
All this weekend. All right, Patty and Barney, thanks so much.
Thank you.